this one that they're eating?
Some rogue tanks that's eating Montipora. Just strange. I've never seen that before. Take that piece out. That's freaking perfect. Wow.
The 17,000-gallon tank at Polo Reef is always a work in progress. Over the next couple of days, Andrew and the team will be taking it to the next level. With multiple dives planned, the team will work to remove, fix, and add coral to this iconic reef. In the last episode at Polo Reef, Andrew and the team finally upgraded their wave pumps to better accommodate the growing reef.
We need to upgrade and flow in this tank as the corals have gotten so much bigger. We see some detritus collecting when we blow the coral.
We were just dry fitting it. This whole bowl will go in the tank.
Oh, I see. Wow, very cool. Bank shot, Phoebe. We're going for a bank shot. Phoebe approves. Finally upgrading our flow. The Hydro Wizard is being moved to another area, and we've added a Biz 400 cannon, which is capable of 60,000 gallons per hour.
After installing the new pumps, the team monitored the flow for a couple days and realized pretty quickly they solved one issue, but may have caused another. The pan-array pump that replaced the Abyss on the right side of the tank had a bit too much kick and started to move out of place. It also had a touch too much flow for the center, causing some of the Monties to get damaged. To fix the issue, Andrew puts Michelle on the job.
So the Hydro Wizard that we moved in this little window to blow on this thing, you can see I think it shifted and it blew on this Monty. So let's cut this. I got some new Monty coming, but I just want to see what it looks like anyway underneath there.
Okay.
The way to get there might be to take this out, but you're going to put it in permanent position already, so that would be a big waste.
Yeah. I mean, I can try to.
Step over?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see what this looks like off.
Okay.
She wastes no time getting right to work. It's the Michelle way. First, she tiptoes to the centerpiece and removes one of the damaged Monties. The area she's in is one of the most difficult to work on in the tank. It's super narrow and full of very fragile coral. She quickly grabs the Monty and shuffles over to the right side of the tank. Using a pair of clippers, she trims the damaged parts of the coral away and heads back to the center to fit the coral back into place. She makes it look easy, but this is an incredibly difficult task. For the second half of her dive, she'll focus on the pan-array pump that they moved from the center to the right side. Andrew and the team realized early on that this pump is just producing too much flow for the centerpiece, so they shut it off days ago. Michelle repositions the pump so it's not facing directly at the center column. The team will kick the pump back on to see if that solves the flow issue. Like anything else at Polo Reef, turning this pump back on is more than just flipping a switch.
Yes, of course, this pump has an actual on-off switch, and it's not that difficult to turn on, but that's not what we're trying to do. We're actually trying to program a wave and a certain pulse at certain times a day at certain strengths. Just so happens that the Panther, though, on the menu screen, you have to tap, 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 tap to move the numbers in percentages as opposed to holding it. So the tapping was sort of annoying. But other than that, all programmed. We will continue to adjust as we see necessary. Okay, me too. I think we're good too.
Can you check, Michelle?
Yeah, what am I looking at? It's on?
Yep, it's on now, yeah.
With the pump on, Michelle drops back in to test the flow. She purges her regulator into the pump to visually show Andrew how the flow is working. Initially, the pan-array was dialed in, and the team was happy with how it was working. But after a few days, the pump started to move again, so Andrew decided it was time to take it out. He realized that they need to work on a better mounting solution. For now, they'll leave the gap empty. With Dive 1 in the books, there's still more to be done in the coming days. The Polo team calls it a day and rests up for the next dive. It's dive day number 2, and Patty's gearing up for her long dive. Andrew pops in to go over today's dive plan with the help of Polo pup Phoebe.
Dive? You'll go in the video. Come here, girl. She's worried that I'm getting too involved in this fish tank dive, and I am. Purpose of the dive is to replant some Monties that we screwed up here at Polo. As long as we're doing Monties, we have this whole empty space here on this wall right here that we would like some more color on sitting back from here. And we think it will expand the reef. Literally will expand it.
It's a lot to accomplish in one dive, but nothing Patty can't handle. She gets her feet wet at the top of the tank, does her pre-dive checks, and splashes down. With Monties in hand, Patty gets right to it. She immediately uses the gap where the pan-array used to be to place one of the coral. This portion of the tank is only accessible through the gap. The Polo Reef team has seen so much growth that they can no longer get to this portion of the tank from the front. It's definitely a good problem to have. She gets the first piece in, and Andrew, he's on the other side of the tank with laser in hand, ready to guide Patty on where each piece will go. They've been doing this for a long time and have developed their own sort of language to place coral. With the first coral in, they now shift their focus to the right side of the tank.
Drop it lower. Just want to see what happens. This side. Yeah. That's freaking perfect. Wow.
Patty gets a couple of new Monties placed on the right side of the wall. They look absolutely stunning. It's Polo Reef's hope that the fish won't be attracted to these Monties as much as they were to the chalices. But only time will tell. With a few more pieces of coral available, the team deliberates on where they want the next pieces to go.
There's only a few more pieces up there.
Yeah, but there's one lepto and then one
Right.
Monty.
So lepto, I know where I want to do with it. So
Yeah.
I think I do if it fits. If not, it's going to go here. It's small or bright.
Small and very bright.
Right.
While Andrew and team discuss where to put the other coral, Patty wastes no time and shuffles to her next task, beautifying the center portion of the tank. Getting to the center part of the tank is very difficult. Due to the incredible coral growth, one wrong move could break entire colonies. But she's dove this tank hundreds of times before and makes it look super easy.
Excellent. Perfect. No, I think a flat piece has to go there. No, I meant you could have keep it. You could put that over there.
After playing musical corals for a bit, she spins and maneuvers some of the beautiful Monties to fill the centerpiece. And Andrew, he's liking what he's seeing.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's spectacular. Didn't take as long or as difficult as we thought. Really spectacular what just happened. And then now we're gonna find a place for this nice bright orange Sentosa and the green lepto up there.
With 2 parts of her dive done with ease, they focus on the last 2 coral, the Sentosa and beautiful lepto. Patty heads up to retrieve them and first tries the Sentosa on the right side of the wall.
Let's see where we want these Sentosas. No. That one, we want on the other side.
After a few more flips, Andrew decides he doesn't like the Sentosa on the right wall. Sentosas are beautiful pieces of coral, but they're also really bright. So he has Patty shuffle to the left side to try it out there.
Put this in here for now. Let's just see. And this jetting out this way.
Andrew finds a good spot on the lower left side of the tank. It doesn't distract and it looks absolutely stunning. With the Sentosa in place, they next focus on the lepto. Andrew and the team decide that the lepto will look best in the front right portion of the tank. They get the last piece in place and call it a day. It's been hours since Patty splashed down and she's accomplished a lot. With Dive 2 in the books, the team calls it and they look forward to seeing the fruits of their labor tomorrow. As the day starts at Polo Reef and the lights ramp up, the team is met with a brutal sight. One of the Monties that Patty placed on the right wall got picked apart by fish overnight.
This one that they're eating. I'm just taking it out.
In a short period, this Monty really took a beating. Even Andrew found it odd.
Some rogue tanks that's eating Montipora. Just strange. I've never seen that before.
Good thing Michelle is scheduled to come in today for her routine dive. She chats with Andrew about today's dive plan.
I'm going to take that piece out. I'm going to move. I'm going to do a par reading in some spots. I'm going to move this up by those lepto and then put a piece on the Monty.
Michelle's dive today will be a little bit more than routine. She has a lot to accomplish, and one thing she'll be working on is treating some Monties that are showing some signs of bacterial infection. For this, Andrew has a unique solution, and it starts straight from his vitamin container.
Taking a little amoxicillin vitamin E paste for bacterial infections on the Monty. Fish are taking my vitamins. Now the corals are taking our vitamins.
Using some vitamin E and some amoxicillin, Michelle preps the treatment in the lab before her dive. She quickly hops in her wetsuit, grabs a par meter, and drops in with style. Her first mission on her dive today is to grab some par readings around the tank. This helps Andrew and the team determine what corals can go where.
That is, what's 50?
With the readings complete, she attacks her next task, and that's to move the beautiful lepto from the lower right side of the tank to above the Monties in the center. They decided to move this because there's other leptos already up there on the shelf. It'll be amazing watching these grow together over time. This area looks absolutely stunning.
I like it.
With the lepto in place, her next move is to treat the Monty that has the bacterial infection. After the sick coral is treated, she shifts her focus to covering a portion of a Monty that has a white area. But the team, they're having a little trouble making it look natural.
It's got to be flat. Second one. Take that piece out.
After some time, they decide to reset. Patty walks in to provide a fresh perspective and comes up with an ingenious plan.
Actually, we can even take these part would be better for us when we move around.
Yeah, exactly.
The new plan is to break a large piece off the Monty on the front of the tank. This will not only fit very well, but it'll also make it easier to get by that portion of the tank when they have to dive in for maintenance. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Oh, see, yeah.
Better? Much better.
It fits perfectly. While Michelle works on settling in the pieces, Andrew's designer mind keeps moving, and he has another idea to help beautify the tank even more. Andrew heads to the back to grab another piece that he thinks will fit perfectly. He knows every piece of coral that he has in his holding tanks, and when he sees something, he goes for it. He gives Michelle the acro that's been in the holding tanks for some time now. With Patty by his side, they get the acro in place and deliberate shuffling a few more pieces around.
Look at that. That's the way it had to come out, a little bit more.
Yep. I don't know. That looks great. Yeah.
I like the combination of the pink and the purple
Yes.
to each other.
After a few more minutes, they finally land on the perfect design. This dive is over. It's been a couple days since the last dive, but the work on the 17,000-gallon tank, it continues. Andrew walks into Polo Reef and is greeted with a nice surprise that was dropped off to him by one of Polo's finest. But this gift looks a little bit different.
Hey, boss.
Hey, Hels, what's going on?
All right, Joe just get here.
Uh-huh.
Bring a big green Slimer his tank. Put it on the box right there.
See it?
Yeah, looks beautiful, right?
Yeah, it's very big. Okay, and he put it in the box. That's a
Yes.
great idea because we've noticed on new corals that slime, we tend to get very aggressive fish that like to taste. We actually have fish in this tank that mow down some slimers, the orange shoulder tank. So by keeping it in the box, they get used to it.
They get used to it, right.
And,
Like 24
and it
hours.
doesn't slime when you put it into its spot and it's protected in the meantime.
Yep.
Great idea.
No problem.
With the team super excited for the green Slimer, they decide to start making moves without a diver. They already have a place picked out where they would like the green Slimer to go, but will need to move a Gorgonia from the top of the tank to the bottom right side to make space. But before they tackle that, Andrew wants to see what the deal is with the fish eating his coral. So he has John drop in a test piece to monitor how the fish will react to it.
Uh-oh. It's all right, it's right here. They always, look at all the new fish. They're always by anything new. And then we're gonna see whether it gets damaged. Just flip it over. Yeah, leave it there. We'll see what the fish does. The butterflies are looking with interest. Both angels and butterflies are hanging around.
While they wait and see how the test coral does, John gets to work moving the Gorgonia. So how do you move a coral in a 17,000-gallon tank without a diver? Well, you get yourself a John to figure it out. And today, he lands on a pretty ingenious way of getting it done. This is definitely a Polo Reef first.
Holy cow. That is not bad, I gotta tell you, for a strategy like that. It's a cool strategy.
I like it, yeah.
With expert precision, John is somehow able to make the Gorgonia move happen. And Andrew, he couldn't be more happy.
First time we ever used a lasso to lower a coral down. Very cool.
Andrew has a second to take a look at the coral that they put in for the test. Turns out, it's not doing too well, and Andrew makes a quick decision.
Yeah, take the foggy out. Be bad.
In the bag, right?
It's a little bit more difficult to take the coral out than it was to put it in.
Hurry. I got it.
With the Gorgonia in place, Jonathan and Yeltsin begin prepping the coral to land in the tank. While they do that, Andrew's in the front working out how the pieces will fit. And one of the big issues is flow.
The one stick to the left should be out and put somewhere else, and the one on the right is going to get hurt by that flow in that cannon. I think that the one on this right side should move left a little bit. Maybe the other one could just be spun.
So with the guidance from Andrew, Jonathan makes a few more adjustments and it seems to be working.
Well, that changes things that way.
That looks cool too.
Not bad. Like that. We're getting close. That's what he needs to do. Perfect. Look at that. Tell him perfect. Very good. Very good.
The green Slimer provided by Joe is absolutely stunning and has the Polo team super happy. As they wrap up their day, they know that the 17K is coming along nicely, but will require one more dive to get it just right. It's the next day, and Michelle arrives ready to go as usual. For today's dive, Michelle will be moving the Gorgonia that John temporarily put in the front of the tank to a more permanent position. They first try the left side of the tank, but something about it just doesn't sit right. So they have Michelle shuffle around back to the right side of the tank.
Over here.
On the side?
Yeah. Let them grow over there.
Right over here.
Once they get it in place, they realize that Yeltsin, he's got a pretty good eye. She'll also be moving an acro to the top portion of the tank.
Right here. We gotta move it down.
The top portion of the tank is usually the most difficult due to the flow and small area to work in. Andrew, accompanied with his laser, guides Michelle to exactly where the coral can go, and he seems to love it. With a quick thumbs up and the last coral in place, the reef finds its balance again. And Andrew, he's a happy hobbyist. He even heads to the back to give his reef a little snack.
Have you seen them eat this?
No, I haven't. Lock that thing? Yeah.
They love this.
It's been a long 4 days of diving, but worth every minute. What began as a flow issue became days of dives, adjustments, and tough calls. At this scale, every move matters. It's just like Andrew says, the 17,000-gallon reef is a forever work in progress. The lights ramp down, the water moves just right, and tomorrow, the reef, it keeps on growing. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell to stay updated on everything Polo Reef. Until next time.